2 days before the first performance, the band start to arrive.
We have, I suppose, a pool of about 30 musicians only on the island. Some you might describe as semi-professional, some are retirees. So for the Rat Pack show, we've got 4 horns and 3 rhythms.
Hi, my name is Benny Rumo. I play the saxophone.
David Locke, alto saxophone and clarinet.
Hi, I'm Gareth. I play the trumpet, but I've lost it.
Hi, I'm Jim Madura and I play the trombone. Renat, I play bass and sings.
Hi, I'm Mick Coyle, drums.
With musical director Andrew Oliver recovering from a recent cold, the rusty Rat Pack band know his patience won't last long. But a call from his agent means Paul Shah has something else on his mind.
Why? What's happened? My agent just called me about this. All right, okay, when was this uploaded?
My agent called me today and said, look, there's this clip up on YouTube and I'm in it.
Paul Shah is with a very prestigious agency who I guess everything should go through, and I don't think the agent was involved in this one, but they sure will be now.
Having told his agent he was on holiday, Paul blames head of marketing Andrea for releasing the clip.
I had told them not to use my name or image in any publicity, and I took Andrea upstairs in my room and I said to him, look, sort this out and get rid of it. I didn't want it on the cameras, I didn't want anyone to know, I just wanted to do it like that.
I've got 68,000 followers on Twitter. Because look, there's only 107 views. And I did say to you, mate, don't put my face on it. I totally respected that. I bit in my tab, and I bit in my face. This is completely unintentional.
He fucked up. 1, 2, 3, 4. I told him not to use my image. Right now, I could take him down. I could get the lawyers onto him. He's got no right to do that. If I could do what I do for a living and not have to deal with actually being in the public eye, I would. What I don't want to do is be dealing with this atmosphere.
It never goes smoothly, grins and smiles from start to finish. It's a Rat Pack, what do you expect?
The next day, the company decamped to Penteros restaurant for the all-important technical rehearsals. Responsibility for setting up the venue lies with the 3 producers of the show, Andrew,
1,
Andrea,
2, 2.
and Paul.
2, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1.
Why don't you set up the music stands?
That would be amazing.
That will save time.
Oh, yes, that would. I've just unloaded everything and now I'll just put the music stands up, shall I?
It's called stretching.
Yes, exactly.
Stretch as much as you like.
Yes. I mean, spiritual well-being, right? And then there's helping others. If you see that someone needs a hand, surely that's more important than your own spiritual well-being. That still feels quite good.
Andrea's partner, Karen Kendall, has agreed to man the mixing desk for today's rehearsal, and her 18-year-old son, Alex, has been hired as a sound assistant.
I'm a little bit disappointed that Alex is not here, because he's supposed to be doing all this.
Go on today.
They found a kitten.
You might have got a gone.
I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, the show will be commencing half an hour late due to a sick kitten. I'm sure they'll understand.
I'll put it more simply. Can you work your mic, please?
Talk to me.
I tried every combination.
Right, turn it on.
That helps.
With setup far from finished, the rest of the company start to arrive, and it's all hands on deck for the final preparations.
Everybody has different backgrounds in this band. Some have done big things like Paul. Some have done almost nothing, like Alex.
Should be setting everything up. Most of it's set up and they've got to finish setting it up. I'm not sure how we set it all up.
Angie, bless her, is known as the Rat Pack Mama.
Laid out ready is 2 scripts, schedule of events, glasses. We have the lubricant for the throat. We have water in case of dire emergencies for water for throat. We have the fan to cool them down, his highness over here, and camera for memories of the situation. Make sure he removes his watch because Frank never wore a watch. Is that everything, Frank, do you think? Sorted. I don't do much.
After the morning's setbacks, rehearsals are further delayed when Andrea receives a worrying phone call from tomorrow's venue.
Right, we just had a situation with Kathy at Tala, and she sent me a text saying that the show's cancelled, saying that not enough tickets are sold. So I phoned her back and I said, no, the show will go on, regardless of anything. These people just haven't got a clue that there's people out there who are actually going to walk in on the night. So that's done with now. We dealt with that. We carry on with rehearsals. 1, 1, 1. 1. Which way's the audience, pal?
Reverb. Talking, no reverb. Singing, reverb.
Hello.
MD Andrew Oliver is keen to run a tight ship once rehearsals are finally underway. Having been in the industry for 40 years, Andrew's standards are high.
I have an issue with our family of rat packers that if they hire me to run stuff, I run it. If you don't want that, don't book me. I'm hearing reverb, darling. So my argument is don't order apple pie and then say you don't like apples. From M, just play exactly what's there, don't listen to anything else. M for mother. Yeah. 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Right, from L, sorry. Don't worry, mate. Come get some water for this man.
Okay. Can we try and find out where that bloody feedback's coming from? Like 5 times in that last number. Yeah, but it's your job to make sure there's no feedback. You're not a sound engineer.
Don't say you're not a sound engineer when you book to do the sound, right?
Okay, I'm a sound engineer now.
Right, she's going to mute everything.
I'm trying.
Just turn it down.
Yeah, then you can't hear
ring.
me.
Right.
All right then.
Now, back to the drums.
Having finished his gardening duties, security guard Psycho John is back in the show and is attending his first rehearsal.
In the show, I'm doing security work on the door, and then later on in the show...
Now listen, I want you to go out in the audience, because I'm going to do a duet with a beautiful lady.
Any ladies in here that are single?
Go get her! Go get her, y'all!
Ah, you look single.
Well, I'm not going to give it away unless you've seen until you see the show. I've worked once before with the Rat Pack. That was a bit confusing because there was things that weren't done that should have been done, and I was a little bit confused. But this time we've hopefully ironed things out a little bit. Yep. Yep, coming. Which way has he just disappeared? When I first came over, I was doing a lot of singing work, but the tourism dropped, so that dropped. But I'm hoping to get back into the singing again. See, this is show business.
Could have been a lot better, I think. It could have been a lot worse. I think the script is really easy. We really shouldn't be prompting each other as far as that goes, you know. I'm talking about Andrea more than Martin, going on about how, you know, he's been stressed out and really busy and he hasn't had time to look at the script. It's just ridiculous. There's a tiny amount.
With rehearsals over, the venue has to be cleared before Andrea can go to his evening gig.
I mean, I'm sure we've got more hands than this to help us. But where's Paul? Why is it when things need to... I'm not allocated for this, but I'm still doing it.
It's not my job. I've never been told that that's what I have to do. I've never done it. You know, I'm hearing Karen talking about her son, Alex. That guy's starting out. He's a kid, you know? Yeah, do it. Get down there. Pack the stuff. Clean up. Pay your dues, mate, you know?
That's why the ladies cry.
In the wee small hours of the morning, Andrea comes back from his regular Friday night gig, wrestling with a philosophical conundrum.
Is spirituality and self-development a selfish thing? It takes time away from the collective, but you spend more time working on oneself, on yourself. For example, if there's an individual not focused on what's going on around him, but is rather focused on what's going on within him, and therefore not seeing what's going on around. True spirituality is about working together in a collective, in service to one another. So I think working together as a collective helps us develop because we're not thinking about ourselves, we're thinking about others. And I think that is true spirituality. That's my opinion. I'll drink to that.
Wow. Is something you want to ask me?
No. No, not at all.
With tensions beginning to build ahead of their first performance tomorrow, how will the boys cope with the added pressure of an audience? Next time on I Gotta Be Me, last minute preparations, meet the audience.
And it's obviously Jack the Knife.
And it's time for the show.